The St. James class was the third class of ships to be introduced for the Missouri shipping line. This was their first build during the war, so construction would take a bit longer than expected. On the 2nd of January, 1942, the St. James was launched in Newport News shipyard to a crowd of 30,000 people. After her launch and fitting out, the ship would sail under the Missouri shipping line flag from 1942 to 1965. From 1942 to 1945, she would do cruises in the Caribbean to avoid requisition for the war. Following World War II, she would serve the New York to Southampton route in the spring and summer, while serving Mediterranean cruises in the fall and winter. During this time span, she would have no major accidents. After the rebranding of the Missouri Shipping Line Company to Missouri Shipping Line Cruises, the St. James would have her hull repainted white, and the first dummy funnel would be removed. From 1967 to 1979, the St. James would serve cruises around the Caribbean and Mediterranean to varying reviews. In 1975, she was moved to the Caribbean route, the most popular one due to her age and cost to keep up. In the year 1979, the St. James would be laid up and put for sale, serving a good 37 years for MSLC. From 1980 to 1995, the St. James would be mothballed and bought and sold multiple times. The future would not look bright for them. The St. James would have plans to be turned into a casino, a hotel ship, and a prison. But unfortunately, all of these plans would fall through. Eventually, on September 10th, 1995, she would be bought out by Premier Cruises and be renamed the Big Blue Boat, as a spinoff to their Big Red Boat. Her funnel would be repainted blue, and her hull would be repainted with dark cyan. She would be towed to Mobile, Alabama, but unfortunately, fate would have a different plan for her. After the St. James was bought by Premier and towed to Mobile, she would be laid up to get converted. But unfortunately, the plans would never come through, and Premier would go bankrupt in 2000. In 5 years of rusting away, she would start to be towed to Colombia to be scrapped. But eventually, on the 21st of August 2001, the tow lines that connected the tugboat to the St. James would snap, and the St. James would be adrift for 2 days. Eventually, she would beach on Trinidad and Tobago. She would eventually sink a few years later. And this will conclude the story of the SS St. James.